Some students have had some issues solving 3.7.10. So let's see if we can do this together. So if we look at the assignment, it says this program is incorrectly comparing circles using equals equals. Modify the circle tester class to correctly compare circle objects using dot equals. So if we look at the circle tester class, we see we assign circle 1 equals new circle 10 blue 50 35. Circle 2 equals new circle 10 50 50. Sorry, 10 blue 50 35. Circle 3 equals new circle 20 red 0 0. And finally circle 4 is an alias of 3. So it's going to equal 20 red 0 0. Anyway, the issue is right here. The comments tell us what to do. So if we're comparing objects or reference type variables, we don't want to use equals equals, we want to use dot equals. So let's just fix first things first. So if 1 dot equals bracket 2, make sure you get your double brackets in there. Circle 1 and 2 are equal. So let's do the same down here. So we'll get rid of this one. Okay, so that solves the first part of the problem. So the basic thing to remember here is that when we're comparing objects, we want to use dot equals, not equals equals. Okay, so that solves the easy part. Let's get on to the tougher part. So you'll need to implement the following methods in the circle class so that circle tester can correctly compare and print the circles. So first we need to modify our public to string, and then we need to do our boolean equals circle other. So the equals should only return true if both circle have the exact same attributes, color, radius, x, and y, and the toString should return a string in the form of right here. So instead of retyping it, I'm going to copy that, and let's get to business. So here we go. Here's circle. Let's first fix our toString. So instead of returning false, we will return what it asks us to. So we got to replace these things in brackets with the actual variable. So that's just simply get rid of the square brackets. Okay, and then we're going to concatenate the text to it. We'll leave the space in. So we'll get our first quotation marks, leave a space again, get our next variable, make sure you get the plus on both sides of it. Then we'll start our quotation marks again, and at position, and we can see we need to include the left bracket, so I'm going to put that inside the quotation marks. Then I'll hit my plus, get rid of either side of the x. I need the comma, so I got to put that in quotation marks. And whoops, don't forget your plus. And then make it a little bit prettier. Then on the other side of the quotation marks, we'll close it, and we'll get rid of this. We'll concatenate the y, close it again, concatenate the closing bracket, and then we'll finish with a semicolon. So let's make sure that looks clean. Looks pretty good. We can test it, and it's fine because this boolean still returns a false, so at least we should be able to see where we get. Just to make sure we don't have a problem with this thing. Okay, good. So now we still have one issue. We're not comparing one circle to the other. We're just returning false. So we are going to want to return false if they are not equal. So let's think this through. Our if statement will look something like this. If, okay, what are we trying to compare? Well, it wants us to compare color, radius, x, and y. So we have to compare them based on what type of variable they are. So if we want to look at color, we can say, all right, well, we're in this object now, so we want to say, all right, does color dot equals, because it's an object, passing the other object, other, and because they're not directly accessible, we need to call the get method. So we'll say get color. Alright, so other dot get color, bracket, and that's good. That's going to check if they both have the same color. But we also want to make sure that they also both have the same radius. And since radius is an integer, yeah, we can compare it using our regular equals. So we'll say radius equals other dot get radius, bracket, and we'll keep going from here. And what's the next one? X position, then y position. So we'll say x equals other, because again it's an integer, other dot get x, bracket, and y dot, y, it's an integer, equals other, sorry, I was confusing things here, y other dot get y. Okay, bracket, looks good. Finish it with a semicolon. Whoops, no we don't, because that's our condition. So if looks good, open curlies, return true. That means all three of those things are equal. If this doesn't execute, it's going to return false. I could use an else statement too, but this is clean as well. Less typing. Let's try it. Check our code. And if things work well, it'll return true. If all four of those attributes are the same as the other one, and it looks like we got it. Thanks for watching.